Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the MegaCorp DLC of Stellaris, and let's continue.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, that was the ship being built. How are we doing on population? We're still at 31. We're gonna have a population point fairly soon though, but we still have more jobs than we have population at the moment, so we're not really anything to build just yet. Okay, we have enough influence. I'm gonna just go ahead and grab the thing there, and we'll build a starbase in this system. Influences is like one of the big factors on how quickly we can expand at this point. Resources-wise, we're not doing too bad. So you level up as well. So I'm gonna have to have somebody come back here and do this level 4 anomaly at some point. I guess it's gonna be you. Alright, well, we'll continue nonetheless. It could be this guy here, but I think that's more jumps for him. It's only 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So I think this is the better one to do that. But we'll wait until this survey is completely done. Oh, we do have a level... Is that a level 10 anomaly? Holy moly, alright. Not sure how high up the anomalies can get, but that's, I think, the highest level I think I've seen in a while. Maybe even ever. Typically, they're usually 1 to 4. Something that high is rare.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, we have built the outpost, so let's start getting these resources. So build. Where else do we need resources? Like the last thing is this over here. Build. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this. We know we're going to want to do this anyway. We want to upgrade this, so we need 200 alloy to be able to do that. So it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game as we build up some alloy. Now, I could just buy it. We have plenty of energy credits. As a matter of fact, let's look at the market. Let's see what the price is looking at. It's settled back down to 520 since last time we bought. So now is a good time to actually buy some. We only need 125 to get as much as we need to upgrade. And I think that's all I'm going to go for. Because this is a very expensive resource. How much does this cost? 260? Yeah, I think alloys is the most expensive resource. And you can't sell energy credits because energy credits are more or less your currency. So go ahead with that. Okay. We now have 271, so we can jump right into this outpost and immediately make it a starport. Okay. I didn't necessarily have to rush that. Because we still need to get control of these other systems for it to be as valuable as we'd like. I mean, we're not going to collect the trade in here unless I do that, but at least I don't think so. Signs of battle. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Firin Malba 1A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blast, and scans from the NCPS such and such have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Figuro is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict holes for any valuable technologies. Intriguing. So we have a special project, which we will immediately do because there's already a science ship on site. Grab you, right click, research project. Okie dokie, so that's gonna tie you up a little bit longer, but that's fine. Yeah, so we're not collecting it right now, so definitely we do need a trade hub to get it. And then that will start our first trade route. So we'll see at that point what we need to do. It's not going to be valuable yet, but it will be more valuable.
Identified.
Okay, a level 3 one. Okay, well that's more doable. probably do that before we go down here to do this one. It's important for me to do this at some point though, because it's within my controlled space. So if it's resources, we want to have access to them sooner rather than later. All right, well, let's speed up.
System has been surveyed.
Oh, okay, there's the survey. Let's grab our science ship. Oh, I thought it was a level 3. It's actually a level 8. Interesting. So that's hard. Very hard. All right, well, we're not going to do those just yet. We can be patient. Let's come back over here. Just tell them to do that. Okay. And then this is establishing. I'm kind of curious. For some reason, the colony I established is not listed here. But I thought it should be. I don't know if that's a bug or not. You could always click on the planet and see how it's colonizing, but that should be listed here. It's weird. Oh well. How big is our actual planet? It's 20 versus the 17 size? Okay. How big is this other world here? 12. Alright. A lot of agriculture, not much mining potential. What are the blockers looking like? Okay, jungle. What is the blocker on the planet that we're colonizing? I know there's at least one. Or jungle. Okay, so if we can get that blocker clear, that would actually be very valuable, because there's already 2 systems that require it. Alright, well, let's continue. And we'll speed up a little bit. Although I should take a look at Gurat to see how our population's doing. So we've got 32 pops. Currently have trade value of 44. And I don't know if I ever really talked about this. Trade value represents civilian day-to-day economic activity. Starbases collect trade value and convert it into resources such as energy credits, if connected to your capital planet through a trade route. Trade value is directly collected by your capital starbase. Does not need a trade route to generate resources. Okay. Special project completed. Team under Science Officer Degora has finished their expedition on Farron Malba 1A and returned to the MCPS such and such. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced. However, we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analyze the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost. So this is just going to put that there and also give our scientists some experience. All right, cool. So that system becomes even more valuable. All right, well, let's start doing the surrounding areas to see if we got a good place for another trade outpost. So we'll do this one, and then we'll just go through survey here, survey there, survey there. The idea anyway. All right, let's continue. Oh, we have research. Research. All right. Well, there we have it. That's the correct one. And I'm going to take this because you never know when you're going to get these. So I'm not even going to look at the other ones. Out of curiosity, what does our leader hiring look like? Usually it keeps the same leaders around for a while. That's indeed the case. All right. Well, how are we doing on allies? Alloys? 168. Okay. We're going to need some of those to do more things on this starbase, so that's fine. We're also going to need them to build more outposts, but for now, we don't have the influence, so one thing at a time. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of slowdown as we take care of some things within our own territory. We wait for this colony to pop out, which, you know, it's almost halfway done. Abandoned gateway. Not sure what triggered this, because our science ship hasn't reached here yet. All right, well, we'll see. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of... Oh, is it just entering the system? That might be it. The Bagiol system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts. Part of a theoretical network of similar stations that are at some point would have allowed for near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Intriguing. But yeah, that's in here. So that's making this system probably valuable enough. So it's a disabled gateway. Yeah. Well, hopefully there's valuable things in here. There is a potential habitable world. We don't know anything about... Oh, it's a savannah world. So not probably good for us. And if we get more population in other ways, we'll be fine. Out of curiosity, we haven't encountered anything. No, we haven't. One thing I've noted with this expansion is that primitive worlds are a little less obvious than they used to be. So I may not initially notice when we encounter one. I mean, we might get a pop-up for it, but... Looks like a black hole, so there's not going to be much there outside of the black hole itself. Although this expansion has added in stuff you could do with a black hole, so it doesn't mean it's not valuable. Survey completed. There are surveys of habitable worlds. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life has been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Goroth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid in the continued research or search for strange life forms. So we get some society research and some energy credits. Excellent. Speaking of resources, we probably should build more military ships.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. You no longer have anything to do, but you also have no influence. Or we have no influence. As much as colonizing this planet may be a priority, I think I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want more trade resources. So I think I'm going to go over here and try and grab that system. Oh, I'll just send you in there. Perfect. Alright. We're just gonna have to wait for the influence. Can I buy influence?
Upscaling complete.
Alright, so there's our starbase completed. We're gonna need to go into it. Now, it's not a shipyard yet because we haven't added the proper modules, but the more important thing for us is the trade hub. And we may not want to turn this into a shipyard anyway. We could put in various defenses, which actually will apply to the trade routes. But trade hub, the important thing right now, because we want to get trade moving. So we're going to build that, and it did cost 50 alloy. We have more trade resources. This is going to be a really great place to set up. Definitely this,
Upscaling complete.
I think, would be a priority to grab. But hopefully we get these other surrounding areas are really good. All right, so that was the military ship we built. So we now have a grand total of 7 ships for 323 combat strength. I really want to get those up if I can. How are we on influence now? 66. All right, we're just going to have to wait.
Market outlier identified.
All right, we'll leave that be for now. Mine ship is almost done with its look. Okay, we almost have enough influence. One more tick and we'll get it. There we go. We also have enough to do a tradition. We want the extra clerk. Or do we want the specialist output? Well, specialist output means more alloys, and at this moment, alloys are fairly important. So I'm going to go with that, but the next thing I'll probably pick up is the clerk job. Because that will immediately give us a bunch of jobs. Because at the moment, we only have 4 jobs here. That would immediately give us another 4 on top of it. And it would give us more amenities, which we may need at some point. Wouldn't give us more housing, though, so that may be a concern. We'll have to see when the time comes. Of course, there is another tradition in here that increases the housing. So those could go together right there. We're going to do this eventually because, I mean, we want to finish prosperity. All right, let's continue. Almost done with that anomaly. Okay. Word I'm not going to even try and pronounce. Patch 3's surface is dotted with irregular patches of intense greenery. Science Officer Tolbig is not yet ready to explain the mechanics behind the soil's localized hyperfertility, but asserts that much of the native flora is suitable for Growthian consumption with only minimal processing needed. Ah, so this gets more food on the planet. So that really didn't necessarily help, but that's okay. Let's get over here and start surveying more systems around this system. See if we can find anything valuable. So I'm going to go here first. We may want to come over this way too. But if we could put an outpost here, it would grab from here and here. Both good trade-rich areas, so that'd be nice. Although, that being said, we're going to grab from here anyway. So we might have to do some unoptimal things to get the resources we want.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. So now we are collecting the trade. You'll note that it is no longer, it's green. So let's look at our trade route. So right now it says 98%. The reason why it says 98% is because there's piracy. As this route goes this way, piracy is here. So we need to do something about that. Now there's a number of things you can do about it. One of the things you can do about it is just improve the defenses of the starbase that has a trade hub. This could be either the one in our home system or the one in the system here. Or we can have our fleet patrol the area. How we do that is we just right-click where we want them to go. And then we hit this button up here, patrol, and we'll see as time goes on. If we look at the trade route now, 98%. As time goes on, that will go back to 100% as the patrol happens. So that's, and we already have a fleet. It's fine to do that. This is why trade hubs are so important, because to collect all this stuff, we need trade hubs. Oh, we do have enough influence now. I think we had it and I just forgot. So, tell you to build a starbase here. So we can collect that trade. We will immediately collect it once that outpost gets created, because the reach of the trade hub here will grab it. At the moment, building an outpost here is less valuable because there's not actually any trade resources
Potential
yet.
market survey completed.
Okay. Science ship. Down here. Finished. That's, you know, it wasn't as good as this system as far as resources, but we've got that gateway, so that's still cool. I'm going to immediately come over here, survey this system. And we'll also survey here to see what's there. Because we need to determine where is the best place to put our trade hub. It could be here, or it could be here. Actually, I lied. We have an anomaly that we need to look at. Alright. Hope I didn't miss any anomalies. It's possible. Okay, let's continue. Now, there might become a time where research allows for that reach to be greater, but at the moment, it's 1. That's what we've got. So, now that we've got that patrol going, we've improved it. It's at 99%, but apparently it's not enough of a patrol to stop the piracy. So, we can see there that it's better, but not enough. So we need to do something about that. Let's go into our starbase here. Considering this is mostly going to be a trade hub, I don't have a problem with making it have weapons. Now, I don't know what our missile tech is. So I honestly don't know what's the better slot, or what would be better for us. Gives us greater protection range. I actually don't know what our protection range is at the moment. We have 0 protection range. Well, the 1 protection range will cover this spot. That should be okay. And it would also cover over here too, which we may need to do. Although I'm not positive of that. It's probably just their trade route itself. So does the gun battery do the same thing? Protection range, protection range? It does give trade protection as well. Okay. Well, missile batteries tend to be longer range, and I think longer range on a stationary platform probably a good thing. So we'll go with that. But I don't know the min-max thing, which is the most valuable from a combat standpoint. In any case, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.